Welcome to Story Time again from the Milledgeville Public Library of Illinois. The story we have for you today is a story that teaches us the importance of helping other people when there's work to be done. And this is the story of the Little Red Hen and the grain of wheat. Once on a farm, there was a little red hen, and she had a bunch of chicks, little baby hens, running about, following her, and every day they would go out into the farmyard and search for food. Now there were other animals that lived on the farm. The dog, well, he was a little bit lazy. He liked to lay in the shade in the barn and watch the world go by. The cat liked to lay in the patches of sun out in the farmyard, and every once in a while she would swat at a mouse as it ran past her. The sheep, they liked to stand out in the fields and just enjoy the breezes, and every once in a while they'd take a mouthful of grass. The pig thought the best thing in the world was to lay in his mud puddle and relax. And the duck was a little stuck up. He thought he was better than the rest of the animals because he could go on the land, and he could go in the water, and he could fly through the air. Well, one day, as the little red hen was pecking about the farmyard looking for food for her and her chicks, she found some grains of wheat. And she started to open her mouth to call the chicks over to gobble up the grains of wheat, and then she stopped and she thought for a moment. For you see, the little red hen was quite a smart little red hen. And she realized that it would be far better if she planted those grains of wheat. For she had a few grains of wheat now, but if she planted them, she would have many grains of wheat. And so she picked up the grains of wheat and she said, "I have these grains of wheat. Who is going to help me plant them?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the cat. "Nor we," said the sheep. "Nor I," said the pig. "Definitely not I," said the duck. And the little red hen said, "Well then, I shall plant them, and I shall teach my chicks to help me." And so she and the chicks went out. They found a little plot of ground, and they got it all ready, and they planted those grains of wheat. And every day they would go out and they would tend to their little plot of wheat. They would make sure there were no weeds growing in it. They would make sure that the wheat was growing all right. And one day when the little red hen went out, she realized it had not rained in quite some time, and that the ground was very hard, and that was going to make it very difficult for the grains of wheat to grow. And so she said, "Oh my goodness, the wheat needs water. Who is going to help me carry the water to water the wheat?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the cat. "Nor we," said the sheep. "Nor I," said the pig. "Definitely not I," said the duck. "Very well," said the little red hen. "Then I shall water the wheat, and I shall teach my chicks to help me." And she did. The chicks and the little red hen went to the well, and they pulled up water, and they took it out, and they watered the wheat. And as they watered the wheat and they tended the field, the wheat grew. And before too long, it was time to harvest the wheat, to cut it down so that they would have lots of grains of wheat. Well, when it came time, the little red hen said, "Now the wheat is ready to be cut. Who shall help me harvest the wheat?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the cat. "Nor we," said the sheep. "Nor I," said the pig. "Definitely not I," said the duck. "Very well then," said the little red hen. "I shall harvest the wheat, and I shall teach my chicks to help me." And so she went out and she cut the wheat down into bundles and she laid it out to dry. When the wheat was dry, the little red hen knew that now it was time to thresh the wheat and winnow it. For you see, when wheat grows, it has a hard shell around the seeds to protect them. And the seed is the part of the wheat that we eat. And you have to beat the seeds to get that shell off, and that's called threshing. And then, once you're done beating them, now you have the shells all mixed up all the husks all mixed up with the good wheat. And so what they used to do was to take it and throw it up in the air on a windy day. For you see, the wheat itself was quite heavy and it would just fall back down. But the husks, those outer shells, they were so lightweight that they would just blow away in the wind. And they called that winnowing. Well, the Little Red Hen knew this was going to be quite a bit of work to do. And so she said, the wheat is ready to be threshed and winnowed. Who is going to help me? Oh, not I, said the dog. Oh, no, no, not I, said the cat. Nor we, said the sheep. Nor I, said the pig. Definitely not I, said the duck. Well, very well, said the Little Red Hen. Then I shall do it, and I shall teach my chicks to help me. And with the Little Red Hen and all of her chicks helping, it didn't actually take very long to get all of that wheat threshed and winnowed. And now it was ready to be carried to the mill, where the miller would use the big stones in the mill, and the river would power those stones, and it would make them grind against each other. And that would take those grains of wheat and it would grind them up into flour. So the Little Red Hen said, the wheat is ready to be carried to the mill. Who is going to help me? Oh, not I, said the dog. No, no, not I, said the cat. Nor we, said the sheep. Nor I, said the pig. Definitely not I, said the duck. Very well, said the Little Red Hen. Then I shall carry the wheat to the mill, and I shall teach my chicks to help me. And the Little Red Hen picked up a bag of wheat, and each of the chicks picked up a small bag of wheat, and they carried it off to the mill. And there the kind miller ground that wheat down into very fine flour for the Little Red Hen and her chicks. And they carried it home. Well, now the Little Red Hen had plenty of flour. And she said, I think I shall bake some bread with this flour. Who is going to help me bake the bread? Not I, said the dog. Oh, not I, said the cat. Nor we, said the sheep. Nor I, said the pig. Definitely not I, said the duck. Very well, said the Little Red Hen. Then I shall bake the bread, and I shall teach my chicks to help me. And the chicks and the Little Red Hen mixed and put all of the ingredients together, and they kneaded the bread, and they put it in the oven. And before too very much longer, a delicious smell started to fill the barnyard of baking bread. And the dog picked up his head and sniffed. And the cat stood up and stretched and sniffed. And the sheep, well, they wandered in from the field. And the pig, he stood up and shook himself to get some of the extra mud off, and then he wandered over towards the fence. And the duck waddled out of the pond and stood nearby, sniffing the air. And the Little Red Hen said, well, now the bread is finished. Who is going to help me eat it? Oh, I will, said the dog. Oh, I think I can do that, said the cat. We would definitely like bread, said the sheep. I love bread, said the pig. And the duck said, well, of course I will. No, said the Little Red Hen. No, none of you shall. For you see, it was I and my chicks who planted the wheat, watered it, tended and weeded it, harvested it, threshed it, winnowed it, carried it to the mill, and baked the bread. So I and my chicks shall eat the bread, and no one else. And so the Little Red Hen and her chicks sat down to a beautiful meal of wonderful brown crusty bread, and they gobbled it all up, every last crumb. So now the loaf of bread is gone, and so is this story. And that is the tale of the Little Red Hen and the grains of wheat. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back and join us on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time here on the Milledgeville Public Library of Illinois Facebook page. Have a great day. Bye.